Welcome back, Shadowkeepers. I'm Lee.
And I'm B.
Tonight, we're stepping into the darkest stretch of the year, the point where winter fully settles in and the world feels quieter, colder, and just a little more watchful. Across cultures, this time of year has always inspired stories, not just festive ones, but warnings, monsters, beings meant to keep people in line when survival was fragile.
Winter strips things down. Food is scarce, travel is dangerous, and darkness lasts longer than light. So people filled that darkness with meaning. Some of those stories became Christmas folklore, creatures that judged behavior, punished wrongdoing, or enforced moral order. Others became winter cryptids, things seen at the edges of snowstorms, forests, and frozen lakes. Different names, different places, but the same fear underneath. You are not alone out there.
Tonight, we're weaving those stories together, Christmas monsters and winter cryptids, because they're born from the same cold, silent season.
Punishment versus transformation. Krampus is probably the most recognizable dark Christmas figure, a horned goat-like demon from Alpine regions, Austria, Germany, parts of Switzerland, who exists for one reason: punishment. Krampus isn't subtle. He carries chains, birch switches, sometimes a sack for kidnapping children who misbehave. He's loud, public, and terrifying on purpose. What's important about Krampus is that he enforces morality from the outside. You don't become Krampus. You fear him. He's a warning embodied. And even today, Krampus loft parades still happen. People dress as him, run through streets, rattle chains. It's communal fear ritualized.
Now compare that to the Wendigo, and you see a completely different kind of winter terror. The Wendigo comes from Algonquian folklore and isn't about punishment. It's about what winter can turn you into. The Wendigo is born from starvation, isolation, and desperation. When someone resorts to cannibalism to survive the cold, the legend says they don't just commit an act, they transform. The Wendigo is described as skeletal, towering, with a heart of ice, always hungry, never satisfied. And what makes it especially disturbing is that it represents moral collapse. Winter doesn't just threaten your body, it threatens your humanity. Krampus says, behave or I will punish you. The Wendigo says, lose yourself and you become the monster. The Krampus, they do a festival here in Pennsylvania because my niece that crochets, she was in one. She had a table there. And yes, people are dressed as Krampus. They have like those, those little monsters those little elf things that follow them. I mean, it was like the whole thing.
Oh, okay. We
And
have a haunted house. We have Fear Columbus, where in September and October, it's just a straight haunted house. And then for winter, they turn it into Fear Columbus Krampus. And I think like they chase you. I wanted to go, but they only have it for 2 weekends in December. The baby wasn't invited to go, but he didn't want to go. I
you
was
said
like,
they
yeah,
chase you?
I think they chase you. I meant to ask his friend, like, what do they do when you're there? Because what else are we scared of? Like, what else is
Mhm.
popping up?
Yeah, because one of my favorite Christmas movies is Krampus, and it's not like the, monster one, but it's the one that the family, I guess, stops believing in Christmas or whatever, and then there's a huge snowstorm, and then Krampus comes with his little evil elves and then takes the kids or whatever. I don't know what year it was. I don't know if it's a late 1990s or early 2000s, but that's one of my favorite ones I watch every year.
Oh, I don't know. I know I've seen a Krampus movie, but it was more mid 2000s.
Is
So
it with
I
the family that,
feel like
the sister comes to visit and she has, like, 4 kids or something and is a whole just super annoying, but the main character is the little boy that lives in the house?
okay, yeah. So me and you are talking about the same movie. It's 2015.
2015, yeah. That's my favorite one. I watch that every
Though I did
year.
watch, I think it's called Red One. Did you watch that?
No.
It came out last year on Netflix. It's a Netflix movie, so you can watch it on Netflix. It's about Santa being kidnapped,
Mhm.
and his head elf is Dwayne Johnson. So he goes and he hunts for Santa, and Santa's brother is Krampus.
Oh, yeah, I saw it. I saw it. And then there's, like, something to do with a snow
Yeah,
globe? Yeah,
I think trapping souls or something into snow globes.
yeah,
But the way they made Krampus was
mhm,
really, really cool. So
yeah.
I liked that.
Like
But
that movie Krampus, the 2015 one, at the end, is like everybody's in that snow globe. Like, that's where Krampus keeps everybody, because remember what the end when they wake up and they're like, "Oh, it was just a bad dream because everything was back to normal." And then it kinda the camera goes out, and then it's like it shows like they're in a snow globe, like
oh,
that their
okay.
house and everything is in a snow globe. So that's why in the red one, where Krampus was, everything was in a snow globe
Yeah.
still.
Even though he wasn't the one doing it, it was somebody else. But I don't remember that. I remember seeing that movie. I just don't remember the movie itself. So
Which
I
one?
couldn't give you any details.
Krampus? 2015?
The 2015 one.
Yeah. You should watch it, it's really good.
I love how you say Crumpus and I say Krampus
I say Krampus.
because it is cramp.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, and the thing
It's like
he
potato.
yeah.
Being watched in winter. Bell's nickel is quieter than Krampus, but in some ways more unsettling. He's a fur clad, masked figure who visits homes alone. No parade, no spectacle, just judgment. He knows if you've been good, he knows if you've been bad, and he shows up in your personal space. German immigrants brought this tradition to Pennsylvania, where some versions still exist today. Children would hide, parents will whisper warnings. It wasn't about terrorizing, it was about accountability. Someone was watching.
That feeling, being watched, shows up constantly in winter. Shows up constantly in winter Sasquatch encounters. Winter Bigfoot sightings are some of the most compelling because snow preserves evidence. Footprints, broken branches, sounds that carry farther in the cold. There are countless reports of Sasquatch approaching cabins during snowstorms, knocking on walls, walking around structures, stealing food left outside. And what stands out is that many of these encounters aren't violent, they're observational. Like Bellsnickel, Winter Sasquatch doesn't need to attack, its presence alone is enough. It reminds people that even in isolation, even in what feels like safety, something else is aware of you. If it wasn't because bears hibernate in winter, I'd be like, it's just a bear.
Mhm.
Unless you're in Canada and it could be a polar bear.
That's true.
But I'm like, it's just a bear. There are those weird looking bears that I feel like they always walk on their hind legs and they got that their head is shaped weird and I think their muzzle's a little longer. And I think like the inner part of their face is a different color. Do you know what I'm
Okay.
talking about?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's probably Sasquatch.
It could be. While it's walking on his hind legs, people are like, "Oh, that's Bigfoot," and it's just a big bear. So about Bell's nickel, they say, he's both a rewarder and a punisher. Good kids get treats, nuts, and candies in their shoes, while misbehaving ones get a tap from a birch switch or a piece of coal, often after being quizzed on Bible verses or chores.
Really?
Yeah.
The switches is what kills me because
Yeah, can
I
you
remember people
imagine?
pulling off
Give me a
switches off the
coal,
tree to whip
yeah.
your ass.
Well, back then it was okay, as long as the switch was the same, thickness as your thumb, you were allowed to hit him with it.
That's hilarious.
Mhm.
You
So
hear
he
that?
arrives yeah. So he arrives a week or 2 before Christmas to assess the children's conduct. He
That's too
carries
late.
yeah, he carries a sack of goodies for the well-behaved and a bundle of switches for the naughty, sometimes giving a gentle tap. He might demand children to recite Bible verses or sing songs before dispensing treats. And he looks like a ragged, disheveled old man in furs, sometimes wearing a mask, which helped hide his identity as local community member. So basically, like, unhoused person comes to your house. Has your kids been good?
A week or 2 before Christmas is too late for you to discipline my kid. I've already bought the gifts. I needed you to handle that
I need you
months
to
ago.
instill the fear, like, in the beginning of December.
That's too late for me.
Beginning of December?
Yeah.
Because I think November's too early, they're gonna forget.
No, they're not.
I don't know, I
I
think they're gonna
for
forget.
discipline?
To be good for Christmas.
Listen, you should be good for Christmas all year round, not when all of a sudden, presents are popping up.
It's never gonna happen.
You know what? You need to come the day after their birthday and start punishing then, because then from their birthday to then they don't get presents again till Christmas. Nope. I need you to step it up. Not 2 weeks before. I already spent my money.
Yeah, but what if kids, have birthdays in January? He's
Eh?
gonna come after January, and then the kid has to wait all the way to Christmas again?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
I mean, how
beginning of
bad are these
December,
kids?
mid-November, beginning of December.
The earliest for me is, like, September.
I just think that kids aren't, like they're gonna forget. Their minds aren't, like, that
Okay,
developed.
okay.
They're gonna get
How
scared
old
for a
are
little bit.
how old are these
I'm
kids that you're
thinking
thinking
little
of?
kids. I'm not thinking about teenagers.
I'm thinking all kids up to
Teenagers
18.
don't care after a while, like,
You see this beast come at you, yeah, you will care.
I think it
You
depends.
telling me at your age, at your grown ass age, if you saw this thing come at you, you wouldn't remember that for the rest of your life?
I don't think I'll be afraid of it. I'll be like, "What the hell is this?" It depends how deeply them kids believe in Bill's nickel and Santa.
That's because you messed it up by
How
saying
did I
they're
mess it up?
reaping it, talking about it's an unhoused person instead of it being this supernatural creature.
No, because
that-
that's what it looks like. The hair's all disheveled. It's just where it's
But
dirty,
it's still
wearing
not
these
human.
furs. Huh?
It's not human,
I don't know. He looks like a human,
but he's not.
but nobody
Ghosts look
knows
like
that.
humans too, but they're not.
Nobody knows that because he looks like he's a member of the community. That's what it said. He is dressed and he looks like he's a member of the community.
And
And he's
he's a
just,
crappy
like, dirty and disheveled and, messy looking.
oh, well, he's a waste of my time.
It is.
I need
That's
Krampus
why
back.
I don't think Krampus I think is scarier for like, if I was a kid, I'd be more afraid of Krampus because he actually looks like a supernatural being with the horns and all this other stuff. Belsnickel is like some dude just comes to the door, knocks on the door, and asks you questions.
It says he's like Krampus, but quieter.
I don't know. I don't think he's that scary.
And he's fur clad. What are you talking about? He looks disheveled.
I just read that. That's what I was just telling you. Let me go back to it. Here's a picture of him too. Here's a picture of him too.
The hell?
Exactly. Look, he looks like a
Yo,
caveman.
you should find out where in PA they do this.
Pennsylvania Dutch Christmas. Appearance: a ragged, disheveled old man in furs, sometimes wearing a mask, which helped hide his identity as a local community member. Oh, I added the dirty part.
Yeah, you over here talk about it asking questions. He already knows the answers.
Yeah, he
Need
asked you questions about Bible verses or your chores.
this says here, he is fur clad. And he already knows if you've been bad or good. And he's there to show up in your personal space.
Listen, if he just wants to tap me with a switch, okay, I'm good. That's not gonna scare me. I'll be like, "All right, that's all I get. Goodbye. I'm
A
still getting
random
my presents."
person, creature,
Yeah, it depends how
deity,
young you are.
entity,
If you're like a
even at my age
six-year-old,
now,
that's
a random
scary.
ass thing come at me with a switch.
But I would think
I'm
it's
not gonna take that
hilarious.
shit and move on.
If someone knocks on the door and I open it and this guy, I'll be like, "Hello?" And then I get, like, tapped with the switch, and then he leaves, I'm like, "Alright," and I'll close the door. Like,
You think
this
he's gonna be gentle?
it says a light tap.
No.
Yes,
I think they Americanized it too much.
maybe.
'Cause I
Maybe
bet
it was
I bet
scarier.
you in Germany,
Yeah,
I
maybe
bet
it
you
was
them tell
scarier. Yes.
that he be, like, whipping your ass. He probably be with that switch and flaying your skin and 'cause you know
I
what?
don't think he's not flaying no little kids' skins
How do you know?
'cause
Krampus
they're
steals them
this
or
is
eats them.
baby.
Like, what do you mean?
Krampus doesn't eat them. He just punishes them, puts them in chains, puts them in a snow globe.
And you're saying, like, okay, so Belsnickel probably can't
So
look
parents allow Belsnickel to come into the house and flay their kids' skins because they were bad, because
listen,
they had a tantrum.
listen. Over here in America, we be gentle parenting these fairy tales, okay? Like Sleeping Beauty. That is a dark story. Snow White
That
is a
is.
dark story.
I
Like
think
these
all the fairy tales are dark stories.
100% crazy. And they wouldn't, show that here. So over there, yeah, he'd probably be doing some crazy stuff.
Over there, I think it probably was a lot
Because then it
scarier
said
than here.
it came to Pennsylvania. They brought the tradition to Pennsylvania for some versions. Yeah, see, they picked all the nice ones so they don't
Mhm.
traumatize. You can traumatize my child, okay? I'm Puerto Rican. I want to raise my child by fear, then love.
Yeah. Fear and respect go hand in hand.
Judgment you can't see. La Befana is often softened in modern retelling, but at her core, she's a witch. an old woman flying through the winter sky on a broomstick, delivering sweets to good children and coal to the bad. She exists in the liminal space between pagan tradition and Christian morality, between magic and judgment. What makes her unsettling isn't violence, but the inevitability. She sees everything. She arrives whether you're ready or not.
The same invisible threat exists in Japan's Kamaitachi, wind spirits that ride icy gusts across snowy plains. Victims feel sudden pain and notice they've been cut. Sometimes they never see what touched them at all. Kamaitachi aren't monsters you fight. They're reminders that winter itself can be intelligent and the air can turn against you. Both La Befana and the Kamaitachi represent a specific fear, being judged or harmed by something you can't see coming. I mean, is that really a fear if you can't see something coming and it's judging you?
Yeah, people fear God, you don't see him.
Well, not everybody fears. Not-
I said people, I didn't
yeah,
say all people.
yeah. Unless you're being judged and because it says or harmed, I would say if I was being harmed and I can't see where these cuts are coming from, yes, that is fearful. But just to be judged, I don't care.
I wasn't raised with these types of fairy tales or what would you call them? Moral bedtime stories. I have no emotional connection to them to have any fear.
Yeah.
Now, the Kamaitachi, which is a wind spirit, yeah, I would fear something like that. But I believe in more of spiritual entities that come in the form of natural disasters. Like, like hurricanes. Hurricanes, actually, the name comes from PR, from the god Huracan, and he controls the rain weather and he would bring hurricanes as a punishment. So it's like I believe in that type of thing. So I would be scared of that. But yeah, a old lady flying a broomstick, I don't know. Like, cause you might give me coal. That's it. Though. But yeah, no. I'm not scared. You're just giving me coal. I don't care. I'm gonna throw that coal in the fireplace and I'll be warm.
Yeah. Throw it in that barbecue, in that grill.
That barbecue. You're
Guardians of the Boundary. The Yule Lads are 13 trolls who visit Iceland one by one during the nights leading up to Christmas. Each has a personality: door slammer, spoon licker, sausage swiper, mischievous, annoying, sometimes funny. But they're not the real threat. They're scouts. Their mother, Grýla, is watching through them.
That boundary guardian role shows up again with the Yeti. Early Himalayan stories didn't frame the Yeti as a monster. It was a protector of sacred mountains, something that existed beyond human control. It only became terrifying when outsiders arrived, when climbers vanished, when footprints appeared in untouched snow. Both the Yule Lads and the Yeti exist at the edges of human territory. They don't chase civilization. They guard the places humans aren't meant to dominate. Which is true. It is like
Yeah.
that. Like you have outsiders come, they don't understand the situation, and they twist these cultural stories because I don't know if because it sounds better or
Well, a lot of people fear what they don't understand. So
that's
if they don't understand what the Yeti represents, then they're gonna make it scary. Like they're gonna be afraid of it because they don't know that they shouldn't be afraid of it.
But if I see everybody else not scared of it, I'm like, "Oh, okay, my bad, he cool.
Yeah.
My neighbor not scared." You know what I'm saying? So it's like but no, I don't I guess, like, it's true, like, with a lot of things, people, with outsiders change legends and myths and cultural beliefs because they don't understand it, and then it becomes fear-based instead of something that's just meant to, I don't know, keep you in line, more of a like a morality story. Not morality. Yeah. Predators that wait. Grýla is one of the darkest Christmas figures in folklore, a giantess who eats misbehaving children, not metaphorically, literally. And the Yule cat, which devours those without new clothes. And you see how fear was used to enforce survival. Work hard, prepare, respect the season, or you won't make it through winter.
The same lesson exists in the Niker, a water horse from Icelandic folklore. It waits by frozen lakes, calm and beautiful, but if you touch it or try to ride it, it drags you beneath the ice. Winter predators don't chase you, they wait. They let curiosity or carelessness do the work.
So, in the red one that we were talking about earlier,
Yeah.
The feet, because it's the woman that is doing all the trouble, not Krampus.
Mhm.
She's Grýla.
Yeah.
So that's why she's using, because she's trying to trap all the children.
See, she is scary because she literally eats the children. So
Yeah.
it's not like you're just getting punished or tapped by a stick or getting cold. You're being devoured.
Yeah.
So that's scary. But then I don't understand the Yule cat because what if you can't afford new clothes? So he's gonna eat you because you don't have new clothes.
I find him more scary.
Yeah, it's like make sure
'Cause if
you
I
have
don't
new
get
clothes.
clothes,
Yeah,
at least give me a shirt, a pair of socks.
something that looks new. I'll borrow
Yeah.
my sister's clothes. It'll be new for me.
Yeah.
It'll be new on me.
But, like, in the red one, Krampus is in love with Grýla because of how not scary, but yeah, I think how scary and crazy she is. And he talks about how, like, in her true form, she is a giantess. But
Yeah.
in the movie, they made her normal size.
Winter's final warning. The snow wasset is lesser known, but deeply unsettling. A wolf like figure said to move with blizzards, stalking travelers who wander too far from safety. Some believe it's a cryptid, others think it's a hallucination caused by hypothermia. And honestly, that ambiguity is the point. Whether real or imagined, the snow wasset appears when panic sets in, when judgment fails, when turning back would have been the smarter choice.
That sounds to me like it's just death.
And it's
Because
just yeah, it's just a wolf that eats a person that gets lost because they're also hungry.
yeah.
That's what wolves do.
And I almost feel like it's not literally eating you. I feel like it's probably more like consuming your soul.
That could be the paranormal part, but it could actually be just a real wolf.
Yeah, when hypothermia kicks in, like, once you get too far, especially in hypothermia, there's, like,
Mhm,
no turning back. So I
mhm.
feel like that's just who's to say this isn't, like, a spirit
Yeah.
coming to collect souls, like a Grim Reaper
Mhm.
in the shape of a wolf. I mean, there's hellhounds,
Yeah.
so I could see that. I feel like this is more, like it says, Winter's final warning. I feel like it's more of a I lost the words in my mind. Completely left my brain. Anyway, but yeah, it's like a Grim Reaper, so comes to you in the form of a wolf. Before we end tonight's episode, let's pull a card to explore the possibilities of the upcoming week. This week's card is the Sun Upright. Positivity, fun, warmth, success, vitality. The sun represents success, radiance, and abundance. The sun gives you strength and tells you that no matter where you go or what you do, your positive and radiant energy will follow you and bring you happiness and joy. People are drawn to you because you can always see the bright side and bring such warmth into other people's lives. This beautiful, warm energy is what will get you through the tough times and help you succeed. You are also in a position where you can share your highest qualities and achievements with others. Radiate who you are and what you stand for. Shine your love on those you care about. If you are going through a difficult time, the sun brings you a message you have been waiting for. The things will get better, a lot better. Through the challenges along your path, you discover who you are and why you're here. Now you are full of energy and zeal for the future and can already perceive success and abundance flowing to you. You are brimming with confidence because you know everything will work out. It always does. Life is good.
When you're like, today's card is, I was gonna say sun or star. It's gotta be sun or star. And then you said the sun, and I'm like, I knew it.
It's a good card for this week because I just don't want anything negative, especially going into the new year. Just want positive and light and energy.
Or it could just be a transformation for
True. You know, everybody thinks they'll transform
being
in the new
reborn.
year. That
Yeah,
lasts
that's why they go. Yeah, that's why they go to the gym for like 2 weeks.
I don't even make resolutions. I stopped making resolutions
Yeah.
probably 10 years ago.
Yeah, I don't make any. There's
I
no
don't live up
point.
to that.
Yeah.
I like because there's no one there to keep me accountable or the motivation just leaves. So I'm like, I'm good. I know it's going to last me a month and that's it. Unless I have somebody there to do this work with me, it's just going to pass me by.
From Christmas demons to snowbound cryptids, winter has always belonged to the shadows. Some punish, some watch, some wait beneath ice and snow.
So until next time, shadow seekers, stay vigilant, stay awake, stay aware of the shadows that follow because not all shadows are harmless.
Bye.
Say bye.
Bye.
Yo, you always say bye first.